Hello, Spirit. Is this mic on? Welcome back to Esoterically Speaking with Happy Camper 444, where I am she and she is me. And the nozzle on my bottle is broken, so bear with me, please, as I do a little bit of hoodwinking to get prepared for this reading. I hope all is well for you all. I know what is not good will get better if you so desire for it to be. So, we're going to start off with an angel number. Well, that one was turned face up and the others are all down. So, I guess today we're talking about inner harmony. Seek inner harmony and balance. Your inner world reflects in your outer reality. So whatever you have going on in your inner is going to flow out into your outer. And let's take a little look and see what that is, that bone that needs to be picked today. As we say, bless the listener. Bless the messenger. And bless the essence. Excuse me. For the Spirit of the Most High that resides within us and goes before us and surrounds us in a pure, bright orb of light. So when it comes to this inner harmony, what is interfering with our achievement or maintenance of inner harmony? Show us what we need to see for the collective. They copied the blueprint but couldn't replicate the soul. So you have a copycatter out there. But is it that the person who's managed to copycat you is giving you self-doubt? Because if you were really all that special, would someone be able to keep up with you? And you're saying, this is my idea, this is my fashion, this is my style. She's like, look, but I drew it just like you did. And it's causing fraying around the edges. Don't do that. 3 and 7 make 10. Plus another 3 is 13. Plus another 7 gives us 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. So this is the house of 2, and here's 2 people, 2 moons. What else? Show us what we need to see. Thank you. So access has been revoked. See how that moon is there again? This is how you used to look before you started worrying about this person here. That's why inner harmony is here. Your inner harmony is out of balance. And not only do you not have access to what you desire to seek, right now, you have no entry to your inner self because the chaos is too loud. You have to settle down the chaos. You can achieve that by taking a nice slow walk, depending on the region that you're in. Right now, in my region, it can kind of get buried by the day whether you could take one of those walks. But if you can find a way to restore balance through meditation, through mindfulness of taking a nice long walk, journaling, free writing. Free writing is always a good way, I feel, to get to the core of something. Because you're just allowing the beans to spill onto the paper. But, okay. So access has been revoked because of the disharmony, because of being out of balance. You've been thrown out of balance, but it's not that you shouldn't have accountability in this situation as well. Even though you were hijacked, you still should have remembered who you were. So now you're being called to come back to yourself. Get back into a harmonious nature with yourself as well as with others. Let's take a look at some more. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit of the Most High, it resides within us, goes before us, and surrounds us. And we're perfect. I'm gonna leave those right out there too. let's see what popped out, because they just, and I saw you when I was. Okay, so sage, celebration. I saw you too. Street lamp and Polaroid camera. Give me a moment, please. Energetically, this person has interfered with your energetic field, so you need to sage and cleanse, spiritual bath, return to sender, calling all your energy back to you. These are all important right now. Once you get to that place, you'll be able to have a celebration of sorts within your spirit because of the harmony being restored. And people are waiting for you to get to that place. Your guide and your responsibility in the earth now is to be this beacon of light for people to see along the way. See the road, see how the light is in the middle of the road. It's not on the sidewalk. And then the light came on. I wonder if that was picked up on the camera. Anyway, so street lamp. Thank you for confirming that, Holy Spirit. Make sure to cleanse your energetic field to remove the harness that is attempting to remain. We can never be possessed, but we can be oppressed by energy. So you have to do your part to get that removed from you so that the access can be open, so that your key will work in the lock, so that you can come back into balance. It says here, Polaroid camera, instant gratification, capturing the moment, nostalgia, remembering memories, and reminisce. And see, what this is giving me is that you feel powerless in this moment, that you can't reclaim who you were as far as your physical. You need to be mindful that the physical is only a reflection of what is within when it comes to true people. I'm trying to figure out a gentler way or a way of expressing this differently. So you know how they say some people can be cute, but their attitudes or their spirits make them ugly. Yeah, this is a little different from that, in that the beauty of you working and rebuilding your power, empowering your spirit, is going to flow out like a fountain. It's going to overflow outward. But in order for you to get to that space, you have to stop looking back at old things. What was then was then. We're dealing with today. We're not focusing on tomorrow. We're dealing with right here, right now. Starting with square one, rebuilding and empowering. Clearing off that energy, renewal. Okay? What else, please, Spirit? I'll get some letters in a minute. Some initials that might have relevance. Yeah. You work with innocence. Your purity is what kind of got you caught off guard. the amount of empathy, tenderness, and compassion you show other people. People that you sadly feel safe around, but unfortunately, they've shown that, yeah, you don't have a safe space with them. What else, please, Spirit? Ooh. Thank you. Clawfoot tub. Yeah, pour back into yourself. Luxury, self-care, relaxation, deep reflection, cleansing. You need to find timelessness with yourself again so that you can indulge in just being in the space. Spiritual bath is what this reminds me of. The rose petals, the candle, the champagne, the window, the soft lighting. The bouquet is over here in the corner. A little spoiling of yourself. That's what Spirit is calling you to do. What else, please? Well, that's an awful lot. But okay. So Dandelion is here. We just came out of the full moon last night. The energy is still present. This would be a good time to release some things that you feel you need to disconnect from in order to proceed forward, to get to the next level, to maintain a state of optimism, not feeling blue. I'm hearing blue. This is the time right now, if there is something on your heart that you would love to see come to fruition, as far as either releasing something or ushering something in, now is the time. Pocket watch. I wasn't even thinking about that when I said now is the time, but pocket watch is here, yeah. So it's time to make a wish. And do it with the purest of your heart, the innocence that you carry. Like climbing up in your daddy's lap. Because daddies can't ever tell their daughters no. So that's what that feels like. Camel is here. You may be going on a journey. This current transition from one level to another has been a journey because it's been about survival. But you've really, really learned how far you are along the path of self-will, self-empowerment, and control. This is just a test. This is a test from the emergency broadcast system. Do not panic. Sit back, take a deep breath. Be in the flow. This is not the time. Conservative is here. Yes, maintain a conservative nature, because stamina is going to be required. This is not a race. This is a marathon. This one right here. It's going to build your confidence, though. Trust and know that this is not for coincidence. That's not the word I want to give it, though. This is not for not. This is not for not. That doesn't make any sense. This is not for... Now Philippians wants to get in the way with nothing is ever wasted. But this is not a wasted effort. Even though energetically, it feels as if you're going to still be standing as one singular person. It's not going to be a budding of something that was working or in the works. This broken mirror, someone put their hands into this. It could very well be someone connected to this person here that basically vamped your energy, got close to you and siphoned off of you, this vampire right here. You can look further into that if you want to get a true answer. But will the answer come, though? Let's see here. Related to this situation and circumstance, is it worth the effort for the listener to look into who and why they put their hands into this situation? Why did they send the energy vampire? Is it worth even looking at it a little closer? Yes. It's the beginning of a delightfully new life cycle. Get ready for a deep emotional immersion into an amazing world. You may meet a mysterious stranger with an unusual talent who helps you speed up the completion of your plans. It says a wind of change inflates the sails on your ship of fortune, though not for another 4 to 5 months. Wild events rush into your life. Luckily, your ability to commit deeply to a project while subtly compromising when necessary takes you to the next level. I'm sorry, I read that broken, but because I had a thought continually while I was trying to read through it. This situation regarding figuring out who, be mindful if you're going to investigate that further, that you have a ship of fortune on the way. So, and what I'm trying to say is watch the karma. Keep it dharma. No, don't, if you're going to investigate it, do it with hands palm up, not down. Because it's going to interfere with the gift you have coming in the future if you don't go about it the right way. You have to maintain a childlike innocence when approaching that discussion. Excuse me. Let me get some water. Sorry. Ooh. Okay. Let's get a little more information. So what we've learned so far is that right now you are out of harmony. You're feeling out of your nature. And that's because someone that has been in your energy has pulled from it. But when they pulled from it, it opened up a wound that you thought you had healed completely. You thought it was closed off. Now you're fired up because you can't get away. This person's in your auric field. So you need to go on ahead and make sure that you do a cleansing. Get a sage going. Clean off your auric energy field. Return to sender any negative energy 1,000-fold if that's what you would like to do. Call back all of your energy from all realms, dimensions, spaces, places, timelines, and from the 4 corners of the universe. Because right now, your lack of progression is holding up other people. You are a guide and you need to be available to show them the way while working on figuring out why this situation happened. You have a communication coming in. You may be waiting for a communication to come in. But you know what they say about a watch pot? It never boils. So go on ahead and do whatever else you're going to do in the meantime. It's going to come by a phone call, but it's going to take a while. You see how they flipped in the reverse. This person wants to hear your voice, but at the same token, they kind of are apprehensive about the conversation for whatever reason. There's a secret. Show me more, please, Spirit. Thank you. This came out of admiration for your family. There was envy. Not that we didn't know that part already, but this is confirming that this person had their eye on you and an eye on what you had and how they felt. Oh, look at this. There's a card up here too. Working out, negotiating with you, begging. Yeah. So terms fell out. I don't know where terms fell out. I don't want to just toss it here. It doesn't feel like it belongs there. It feels like I'm placing it there because I flipped it over last. But terms is here. So we'll call this an extra message because we saw the communication here. Terms is stating working it out, negotiating with you, and begging. So it could kind of look like this, terms and communication, but I'm not quite sure if that's where that was. My apologies. Is there anything else from this that we need to know, Spirit? Anything else related to the terms, the admiration of family, the need to get away, the inability to get away? Okay, thank you. There is a gift coming. That's nice. Got a gift coming. Gifts sometimes are given out of guilt. Gifts sometimes are given out of gifting. Doesn't, take it how it resonates. Remember, this is all for entertainment purposes only. But when it comes to the situation, I have a couple of initials, please, for parties who may be involved. There's a dice in my hand. There's two of them in there. Okay. We have initial A as an apple. D for David. K for Kenneth. R for Roger. V for Victor. I for Isaac. And N for Nicholas. Okay. It's a shame that they're not in alphabetical order, and that's bothering me. Okay. All right, so what we learned in this message tonight was once you restore inner harmony, things are going to kind of flow into place, but they're only going to fall into place for you. I do not see I don't feel love in this situation. This is more of a wake up, shake up type of a message. This was definitely not about romance. It's about a fallout related to a romance. Could have been infidelity. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. But a family, terms, communication, your esteem being impacted. Yeah, this feels like infidelity. Whether you were married to this person, long-term relationship, have a child with them, and y'all had an understanding that it was supposed to be exclusive. That is what is coming from this. So with that said, I hope that this message helped you in some way. But be mindful that, it's pretty awesome that, you're being called to do a special job too. And hopefully you'll get redirected back on track sooner than later. And until next time, and as always, lovingly, peace.